Generic routing encapsulation. This is also for WAN technologies. This generic routing encapsulation is what GRE is, an IP encapsulation protocol and which is used to transport IP packets over a network. Now, generic routing encapsulation can tunnel any layer 3 protocol including IP. In GRE, an IP datagram is tunneled, that is encapsulated within another IP datagram. One great advantage of this GRE is that it allows routing of IP packets between private IPv4 network and which are separated over public IPv4. That means IPv4 internet. That means within the internet connection, we can create a virtual network where we can do routing also. Then this GRE also supports encapsulating IPv4 broadcast and multicast traffics. This generic routing information encapsulation tunnels are not secure because generic routing encapsulation does not encrypt its data payload. So in a real-time generic routing encapsulation is used together with the other secure tunneling protocol like IPsec to provide network security. So by itself it is not secure because it is not doing any encryption, so it is used with IPsec to provide the security. So it is like this, is what from router 1 to router 2 to router 3. Router 1 to 2 to 3, we can assume it is like an internet connection. We are having an internet connection from site 1 which is having router 1 to site 2 which is having router 3. We can assume these are two different sites of our, and we are connected with the public network like internet. Now we can do what? We can create this GRE tunnel between router 1 and router 3 directly, which do what? Encapsulated tunnel. It will create the encapsulated tunnel, and within that tunnel we can do create routing also. We can create routing also to connect this router 1 to router 3. We can configure routing also. It is easy to configure. So if you want to configure this, so these following commands will be used. First, we will create a tunnel interface, and on that tunnel interface we will configure the IP address of that tunnel. IP address that we will use logical address. For example, here I have used this. I have created this tunnel, and one end of the tunnel I create this IP 18.80.0.0.1. On router 3 I use this 80.0.0.2. This is what the tunnel IP which I am creating. Then tunnel source, we mention the source of the tunnel. Tunnel source, we will mention this interface of router 1 where it is connecting to the internet, and then you will mention the tunnel destination. Now destination, that means the destination IP of the tunnel, like, because this is virtual tunnel, it is not real. Data is going to be from router 2 to router 3. So this will be the destination, this IP 40.0.0.2 in this design. This IP will be the destination IP for the tunnel. So tunnel will start from this interface of router 1 and it will end on this IP of the that other router, other end. So tunnel will start from here and it will end on this side. So this is what I configured. Then tunnel mode, we will configure GRE IP. Then we will configure this IP route. This is to just we will configure this static route to just illuminate, like assume like this is internet connection, to make it connect from router 1 to router 3. We just want to connect these interface, so that we will configure the static routing between it to we can say to assume like an internet connection is there. Like we need a connection from this router 1 to router 3. We need to have connection, like we can ping. Then on that we can do configuration of our tunneling. And to verify it, we can check the show the interface tunnel command to check the tunnel interface which we configured. Now this thing we have to do on both sides, router 1 and router 3 also. We have to create a tunnel interface with this IP on router 1 and tunnel interface on router 3 with this IP. After that we can do configure routing also. Let's see how we can configure it. So this is my design. I have router 1, 2 and 3. This 1 to 2 to 3 we can assume it is like a internet connection. It is an internet connection which is connecting these two different sites, site 1, site 2. Site 1 is on router 1, site 2 is having router 3. Now we are going to do what? We are going to create this encapsulation tunnel between router 1 to router 3, which connects this router 1 to router 3 directly. But in reality it is going from this router 2. It is going from this internet connection. So first I will configure these routers with IP addresses. So first I'll go to router 1. This is router 1 and first interface first with an /0. IP address is 10.0.0.100. This is to connect the local net. Then interface serial. This is serial interface 0/0. IP address 20.1 with cooperate. No. Then I will configure this router 2. This is router 2. Interface serial 0/0. This one is having IP address 20.0.2. No problem. That interface 0/1, which is this interface. And this interface IP address will be 3.0.0.1 with the clock rate. Then I will configure this. Router 3. Interface serial 0/0. IP address 40.0.2. No. Interface fast delivery 0/0. IP address and motion. Now we have configured the IP addresses here. Now what I will do first, I will create a static route from this router 1 to router 3 so that it can connect, and we can assume it is like an internet connection which is connecting from this router 1 serial interface to this router 3 serial interface. So for it, I will create static routes. I'll go here first. On router 1, IP route, and I will say To go to this 20 is connected. There is a 40 network which is not connected. So I'll say to go to 40 network, it can go from this 20.2. That's it. And on this router 3, I will create a static route for another network, IP route, and for this 20 network it can go from 40.1. Let's see. So this will do what? It will do connect this network from this router 1. It knows now to go to network 40, it can go from router 2. And this router 3 knows that to go to network 20, it can go from router 2, from this 40.0.0.1. Now we will create this tunnel here. We will create the tunnel, and that we will create on router 1 and router 3 both. So I will go to router 1 first, and I will create interface tunnel. So command is interface tunnel, and then you will mention the number for that tunnel interface. So let's say I will give 1. We have lots of options to use. I'm using 1. And this interface is directly goes up because it is logical interface. Now here we will use what first? We will use IP address. So IP address I have already decided it is going to be 80.0.0.1. Then I will use tunnel source. Now source will be this router 1's interface. We have to mention the interface, exit interface. So interface I am going to mention the local interface of this router 1, which is this interface. So if it wants to go to router 3, then it will go from this interface of this router 1, which is serial 0/0/0. So here I will mention interface serial 0/0/0. This is the source. Then I have to mention tunnel destination. Destination, that means where the tunnel will end. So on this we have to mention the destination IP address. Now destination IP address will be this 40.0.0.2 because the tunnel will go and end on this IP address here. So for router 1, the destination of the tunnel is 40.0.0.2. So here I will mention 40.2. And you can see the tunnel is directly goes up. It is up now. Why it is up? Because it can reach this interface by using the static route. We have created the static route to go to this network. It knows that it can go from this gateway, this first hop. So tunnel is up. Then we will mention tunnel mode, that is GRE IP, and then exit. So here from this interface, from this router 1, we have created the tunnel interface and it is up. Now I will go to router 3, and here also I will create the tunnel interface. So interface tunnel 1, then IP address will be 80.0.0.2, then tunnel source. Now for this router 3, this will be the source, this interface. which is serial 0/0/0. Then tunnel destination, where the tunnel will end. So for router 3, the tunnel will end on this 20.0.0.1 of this router 1. And as I give this destination, you can see the tunnel is up now. And then we will mention the mode for the tunnel, which is GRE, that is generic routing encapsulation protocol, which we are using. We are not using IPv6. And then IP, that means over IP. And this is also configured. So tunnel is configured now. We can check show IP. Interface brief, and we can see the tunnel is up with this IP. The tunnel is up physically, and software protocol is also up. Now what? We can do routing also. Tunnel is created. We can configure routing over the tunnel also. Like for example, I am using what EIGRP. So I will configure router EIGRP autonomous number 1. I am on router 3. Now on router 3, what I am going to use, the network, connected network. Now connected network, that means network 50, and we don't use this network because we are using this tunnel to communicate. So I will use connected network as this 50 and this 80. I will not mention these interfaces, these networks. These we don't know. This is like this is internet. So we don't know about these interfaces, these internets or these networks, and we don't want to mention these networks. We want to use this tunnel to do the routing also. So connected network, I will mention this 50 and 80. So 50 and network 80. And then I will do the routing on router 1. And remember, I am not doing anything on this router 2. So router EIGRP 1. Here also network will use 10 and 80. So network 10, which is connected, and network 80. And as I give this network, you can see the neighborship is created. And we can check show IP loop. And we can see that it knows these networks are connected, but it knows this 50 network because of tunnel. And it can go there by using this tunnel interface. So for 50 network from router 1, it uses this tunnel to go to that interface. So what we did, we created the tunnel, and on the tunnel we did routing also. So our data will go physically, it will go from here, but it will use this tunnel as a logical link. So it will do what? It encapsulate the data and it will send it to this tunnel. So logically it goes from here, but actually physically it will go from this internet. But while it goes on internet, it will be encapsulated and secure. So it is using what? This tunnel, GRE tunnel, to send the data. We can try to ping also from this. This machine to this machine. And it is getting the reply from here to here, and it is using this tunnel. You can check by tracer command where it is going. So you can see it is going from where? It goes here, and then it goes directly to this. first hop it goes to this 10.1, 10.00.100, this router interface, and then from there directly it goes to 50.1. It is not showing anything in between. It is not showing that it is going from here, but physically it is going from this line, but it is logically going from directly this tunnel. So it is looking like it is going directly from here, but physically it is going from there. This is not a physical connection here. So it is encapsulating the data so that it is not showing these interface, these IP addresses and these hops. So this is the GRE tunnel, GRE encapsulation tunnel. We can check the status of tunnel by using show interface, tunnel command and tunnel number. It will show you the detail. Tunnel is up, line protocol is also up. This is the tunnel, encapsulation is tunnel it is using. Tunnel protocol is GRE over IP, and tunnel source and destination it is showing, and other informations. That is what tunnel. And now next thing is this single home eBGP. Now BGP is what? Border Gateway Protocol. This Border Gateway Protocol is a standardized exterior gateway protocol designed to exchange routing and reachability information among autonomous systems on the internet. So the protocol is often classified as a path vector protocol, but is sometimes also classed as a distance vector routing protocol. This border gateway protocol makes routing decisions based on path, network policies or rule sets configured by a network administrator and is involved in making core routing decisions. BGP may be used for routing within an autonomous system, and in this application it is referred to as interior border gateway protocol, internal BGP or IBGP. In contrast, the internal application of the protocol may be referred to as exterior border gateway protocol, that is external BGP or eBGP. So basically this BGP do what? It joins two autonomous system number. Remember, when you are configuring EGP, interior gateway routing protocols, if you are using EIGRP or even OSPF, so if you are having different autonomous system number, then those routers will not share any routing information because they are considered as a different domain, different routing domain. Now if you want to combine those different domain, if you want to do routing between these two different domain, then we'll use this BGP. That is why it is called border gateway protocol. So it do routing between two different autonomous system number on internet. We can even configure it within the same autonomous number, and it is called what? IBGP, internal BGP. And when we do configure it to communicate between different autonomous number, then it will call exterior border gateway protocol, eBGP. So mostly we don't configure IBGP. This used to configure external BGP. Now configuring this eBGP or IBGP is part of CCNP, and basically it is not we are not able to configure it on packet tracer. So this is what we are having, these WAN technologies. We have seen this GRE tunnel, we have seen it VPN, we have seen PPOE, how we can configure PPOE, what is PPOE, what is VPN. We have seen encapsulation, WAN encapsulation protocols. We have seen that point-to-point protocol, SDLC protocol, and how we can configure point-to-point protocol, PPP, with authentication and all that. So this is our WAN technologies topic.